Alright, let's get started. Welcome to another stream. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Today is going to be an unplanned stream because I didn't finish the thing that I wanted to do, or that I started working on yesterday. And I don't really want to work on it after today, so we're going to try and finish it today. But let's see, today is Sunday, October 4th of 2020, which is, yeah, again, not a day that I usually stream on. Hey, what's up, Michaela? How's it going? Thank you for reminding me to open Streamlabs, because I forgot to do that. I didn't go through my normal checklist when getting started today, so that happened. One thing that I wanted to show you guys is, you guys remember how I opened an issue on GitHub support yesterday? So yeah, I guess I can show this without showing their identification. So let me grab a screenshot. But they wrote back to me. Oh, we don't want to include their name. But anyway, this is the letter that they sent me. Oh, it's so small. Oh, let me save it and we can zoom. Capture 8. Is the music playing? It seems very quiet today. We're gonna bump that a little bit. Okay. But I will read it to you because I found it amusing. But this is the CSS bug that I opened yesterday. Oh, can't quite see that. Hi Anthony, thanks for reporting this. It looks like there is already an open issue for this with our engineering team, so I have added your report to it. Can I just say, I quite enjoyed watching you open this ticket on video, and no need to worry about file names. I promise we have a sense of humor. Because I had named the file name CSS is my passion.png. Oh, this is the bug from yesterday. But anyway, I thought that was funny. I thought it was nice that they replied. But anyway, that's the only update I have from yesterday. Let me say hi to everyone, and then we'll get started. We've got Yoda Droid, who was here an hour early. We've got Michaela, who is first. We've got RKJ here as well. We've also got Drunk Time Lord, who made some good jokes about IntCode or float code or object code. I really like those. But welcome back, good to see you. We've also got Yulian, we've got Knackle Eric. How's it going? Hello, hello. We've got Harshit, we've also got Rollers. Whew, all the people here today. Mewtrue's also here today. Mewtrue and I hung out yesterday. We went, Mel and I went over to Jordan's place, and celebrated Mel's birthday with Jordan, True, Mel, me, and Bernie, who is Mel and True's friend. But that was pretty fun. We played, well, first we had Hot Pot, which Mel had never had Hot Pot before, which I found really surprising. But Hot Pot was really good. And then we played some like board game-ish things. We played this game called, I don't remember what it was called. It's like, do you remember, what was it called, True? What was it called? But the basic idea of the game was there were like 3 cards down on the table, and you had a number 1 to 10 on a card, and you had to charade out that thing on the table at that numerical intensity. So I think the game is called like T-Rex 10 or something like that. But like one of the cards is pretend to be a T-Rex, and you know you have a number from 1 to 10. So like a 1 might be like, rawr. just the little babbiest T-Rex. I'm not gonna do it 10 on camera, but anyway. There was a lot of yelling and screaming, and I'm sure that Jordan's neighbors were not happy with us being rambunctious at, you know, 10 at night. And Mel completely lost her voice. I'm a little scratchy, but like it was good. It was a lot of fun. On video, yeah, she watched my Twitch stream. GitHub are humans? It's true. G-Bun says, hey Anthony, just doing some more HTML CSS while I watch the stream and fixing my site. Awesome. Sounds great. Miramater, hello, welcome back. We've also got Josh Woods. How's it going? Drink Time says, gotta sleep, early class tomorrow. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. Mewtwo says, I'm still full from yesterday. Yeah, we had a fuck ton of food. We had a lot of food. It was real good. But yeah. It's called something tree. Tree Rex? T On a scale of 1 to T-Rex? Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. You have a Juice Luster voice. Yelling and screaming, what pervy things were you doing? Nothing pervy, it was just, you know, charades and stuff. You can at least turn the keyboard cam upside down while pretending to be a T-Rex. Yeah. Wait. Where's the little button? Transform. Rotate 180. Like this? Is this what you wanted Yoda tried? Yeah, it's pretty funny. Transform, rotate 180. Okay. But anyway, welcome back. The thing we were working on last stream was getting FizzBuzz working in this terrible assembly code. This is the kind of assembly that we have so far. I did some thinking about this offline because you know, that's what I sometimes do. But I have a couple of things that I need to improve and fix. The first is an easy one, which is to add a new line at the end. A new line is 10, so at the end of our code, and this is the part that's really frustrating, and we're gonna try and fix some of this later. We have all these functions down below, and oh no, that's the old code. Get rid of this because it's confusing. We have all this code, and at the end we need to add some opcodes to output character 10. So we need to put 4010 here. Unfortunately, by adding these two opcodes, we have to shift all these other ones down. So this is now, I think it's 113 because I think we actually added an opcode earlier. Yeah. This should add, no, this should be fine. 112, 113, 114, so we should add 2. That's how you add 2. Oh no, where did the buzz function? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Add 2, 137. We need to offset all of these things now. Unfortunately. 145. 163, 174, and that's gonna bring us to the second thing that we're gonna do here, because there's actually some other problems here as well. In particular, like these jumps are now wrong. Where is the jump? This should now be 145, and this jump is wrong. This should now be 163. And the jumps to these function calls are wrong too. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to inline these functions, because I realized that all the printing functions don't really need to be separate functions because we're only ever calling them once. Oh, that's not true. No, yeah, that is true. So I'm going to take fizz and buzz and put them inside of the code. I mean, you type with your upside down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is true. It's true. I remember that, Go to Jordan. G1 says, unable to find anyone that knows JavaScript and CSS more than me willing to help, so onwards and upwards. I think a lot of people know that. Can't believe Anthony is delegating 2 streams to FizzBuzz. Pretty sure the interview ended a long while ago. Yeah, it's true. Be nice, he's just lifting. Can you please write a FizzBuzz implementation? Anthony, hold my beer. Hey, what's up, Alabama? Hello. I'm doing well. Okay, but I wanted to take these and inline them. So this is gonna break all of the offsets, I think, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 opcodes, and we're replacing out 7 opcodes. So everything is gonna get fucked up by this. So we're gonna have to recount all of our offsets again, which is a real pain in the butt. Hey, what's up, Elementer? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So this is print is oh no, this is, oh shit. Oh no, I screwed this up. This is what I should have been replacing. Hey, what's up, Manumets? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So let's grab that again, because I clearly grabbed the wrong chunk of code here. Let's get the comma one. Comma 1 is easy. Did I delete the code down here too? Oh, I did. Okay, the code's back. Elementor says, hello! Can you teach me React? I don't think you would want to learn React from me, to be honest. Yodadroid says you could write a compiler that compiles to IntCode. That's actually part of what we're going to look at next, unfortunately. I'm not going to write a full compiler, but I realize that I'm doing function calling completely incorrect. And I should instead be doing it with a stack pointer and offsets from the stack pointer. And there is a thing in IntCode that makes that easy. I just didn't really think about it yesterday when I was, in the moment. But yeah, we'll be working that. Applebonus says, any thoughts on PipX? Yeah, I think PipX is like a reasonable idea. I don't use it myself because I would rather install my tools in a more reasonable way. I find that PipX it's always going to have some sort of overhead on startup, usually somewhere around 200 milliseconds, which is completely reasonable. Like 200 milliseconds isn't that bad. But I would rather just install the actual tools and use the actual tools directly, personally. But I think it's a good idea. I think it's well implemented. I like that they picked virtual environments as their way to distribute tools. I think that's a good idea. It's actually similar to how pre-commit kind of works for Python stuff, and not for like other languages, but for the Python stuff, it's very similar. But I set up virtual environments and do it that way. I think I have a video about this. Explains global. Yeah, so I talk about that in that video. Hey, what's up, Katriv? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Umor says, are you programming in binary? Kind of. We're programming in these integers, which, I'm not representing the integers in binary, but it is essentially, at the same level as programming in binary. Matt N says, do you think Java? Do you think Java? I mean, I know Java. I've written a bunch of it. I think it's an okay programming language. I think it's a little bit verbose. I assume you meant to say something else, though. Oh, do you think JavaScript is necessary with Django? If you need to do any front-end stuff, yeah, you would probably need some JavaScript. But you can write a fully static website without JavaScript. I usually like to aim more towards completely static websites for that reason. But yeah, I mean it's something you can do there. Print fizz. We're gonna get rid of this code here. That's gonna break all of our offsets. So I basically need to find all these jumps again. So we're gonna inspect the code and do the jumps that way, because I could implement labels, but I think we would spend way too much time actually implementing labels. So where is the function for fizz? I'm gonna get rid of this, and we're going to grab the function for buzz as well, and we're gonna inline that. Print buzz. Get rid of that as well, and we also have the comma function as well. Print comma. Print comma, which will be this. Print comma space. And so that's going to break all of our offsets. Oh, you accidentally pressed send. That's cool. Elmander says, which company do you work for? I used to work for Lyft. I was laid off in April. I've been trying to make open source a career and like trying to build a startup-y thing. It has not been working out that great so far, but I don't know. I've been enjoying streaming and doing my own thing for a while, so it's been fun, but like I don't know that it's gonna be sustainable. It's like a pipe dream of mine to like be able to build a self-sufficient business and then spend my time streaming and working on open source, because that's what I really like doing. But, you know, the number of subs I have doesn't quite support that. The number of, you know, GitHub sponsors doesn't quite support that. So it's gonna be difficult. We'll see what happens. Hey, what's up, Adrian and Beldathis? Hello, hello. Oh, Twitch did change their font. I finally refreshed and now it's different. Weird. When are you quitting Python to become a full-time Minecraft streamer? Oh, that would be something. Okay, so we need to recalculate all of these labels. Also, I've decided... well, let's not try and do too much at once. So we've gotten rid of this. We need print num. I realized when I called this function, I didn't put the right operands in the registers that I set aside, so I need to actually call this function properly. I don't quite remember how that works. All print num. So we need to put a value into the number we're printing. So we need to do an add with 0 and the value at global. We need to print I, essentially. Print num I. And the parameter address is 10,005. 10,005. That's where we're storing. We need I, which is what? I think it's G1. G1, yeah. So 9,001. G1 9001. So we're gonna add 0 to 9001 and store that in 10,005. Register 1 equals G1. Okay, so let's get this working again and see what happens. Elmander says, start a YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel. Hard to make money on YouTube without being PewDiePie. It's true, it's true. Hey, Proggy Head, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back, good to see you. Yes, I did get a haircut. I did indeed get many of my hairs cut. Hopefully all of them. Yeah, but let's debug this, change all of our offsets because we've completely screwed this up. I'm actually going to remove all of the offsets here. Oops. Plus. I'm gonna remove all the offsets because they're confusing and not helpful at the moment. And we will go through and find all of them and relabel this. Because things are super wrong there. Print num. Okay, so now we only have 2 functions left now. We have our divmod function. Oh, we should have gotten rid of buzz. So we don't need buzz either. But yeah, the nice thing about the way this program works is as soon as I have progd, I can look at the program in memory, even though all of the offsets are wrong, and then I can adjust the offsets. So we can do pp progd, and we see all of our program here, and then I can annotate it. Is your YouTube channel monetized? It is indeed. I don't make much money from my YouTube channel, but it is monetized. Let's see, I made $24 in the last month from my YouTube channel. I have almost 2,000 subscribers. It's just a little babby channel, but all of the videos that I put up there are educational. So I'm trying to build, you know, content that people can continue watching. But what is YouTube's CPM? Less than $1? I have no idea, Drunk. It's not much. We'll put it that way. Hey, what's up, Void Rose? Hello, hello. Good to see you. $24 a month in Silicon Valley, we're rich. Yeah. That's like 2 trips to Taco Bell for free a month. Yeah, it's beer money. It's not anything more than beer money. Okay, let's annotate this again. Oh, dang it! None of that saved. Shoot. Oh, maybe I just had some offsets that I left in. Yeah, I had some offsets that I left in. That one's fine. Hey, Sphinx Mutiny, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the stream. Have we still not finished FizzBuzz yet? No, we haven't. We're getting close. We're getting close. We got Sphinx Mutiny. That's a really cool name. I agree, Michaela. Spec says, I finally did it. I did my first open source contribution. Congratulations. That's awesome. Was it improved the toss? Elmender says, make a Python beginners pro tutorial on YouTube. It will help boost your channel. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing, but a little bit all over the place. Most of what my YouTube is right now is like people ask questions in chat and I answer them. They're not ordered in any specific way, but I should probably organize them better and order them at some point. But until then. Okay, let's find, so this first 7 is at 12. So that's good. So now we can find any of the labels for loop. Oh, we have 2 loops. What? Where's the, like, go to? Oh, go to loop. Okay, so this one's already at 12, so that's good. So next is after comma, which is this, this code. So after this 104, 104, 32, so this is at 26. At 26, this should be after comma. So that's 26. So yeah, we're already starting to change some of these labels. And let's see. We need to find this here, 1106. Which should be right here? 0135. Okay. So this needs to refer to here. Now after this, so the 101 instruction here is at 45? Yeah. Let's align these a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Hey, what's up? Civil King. Is it fucking? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Let me know what's up with that. And I will pronounce it differently. Ah, you fixed a typo. Nice, nice. That's something. This streams / last is easily the biggest ADHD distracted moment Anthony has ever been, hands down. I mean, I don't know. Are we gonna do any actual programming today or just messing around like last stream? We're gonna finish this thing up. I think it shouldn't be too hard for me to finish this, and then we'll do some actual programming. Elmender says, were you working for this company? No, I was working for Lyft. What the fuck? Yeah. Let's actually figure out where divmod is, because I think that's worth doing right now. Divmod. So we're looking for 1102.00.1007. Which should be followed by, we can just find the 99. Where's the 99? Do you see the 99? It should be somewhere around 100-ish. Here we go. 118. 118. Call divmod, so we should be jumping to 118. We actually changed the opcodes a lot here. And then after divmod is here, so that's the return address into here. We're gonna actually be doing the return address differently and the registers differently, but we'll get to that soon. Hey, what's up, Griffinborg? Good to see you again. Welcome back. Michaela says, I'm at 105,000 points and I really want to spend 100k to make Anthony do a hack the box / cybersex stream because I think it would be awesome. That might be something that I do. So here's the thing with the channel points rewards and why I'm hesitant on re-enabling them. While my internet connection is shaky, I don't really want to commit to one because there's like a good chance that I would have to end it early in the middle of the stream. And I feel like that would be not great for you guys. So until like this whole landlord internet electricity bullshit is solved, I want to be confident that I can actually complete a stream without things, you know, going haywire. So that's why I've been, you know, that's another reason why I've disabled that. But I originally disabled it because I didn't want to do one so quickly. But yeah, I could I will do that once, you know, either I move or this thing gets settled some way or another. God, my landlord's it's clear that she doesn't quite know what she's doing, which is good for me, I guess, because it means like I have a better chance if a litigation were to come up, but like it's just kind of frustrating to deal with somebody like somehow I know more about this stuff than she does, and like she's the landlord, so I don't know. I was thinking about it because you didn't want to do a long stream, but I would rather spend the points on kind of custom / suggested stream. I see. But yeah, we'll do that once things are more settled. Okay, but I want to find this other loop down here. It should be after 117, so I believe it's here. So this is at 126. At 126. So when we jump to loop here, we gotta do here. Label loop. And then we gotta do label end as well.
What Flask extension is this?
Brother J, thank you for resubscribing. Second month. What Flask extension is this? Yeah, where I'm running FizzBuzz in assembly. It kind of works, although I've since broken it. This is what it outputs right now. I need to do the number printing code, and I need to print a new line at the end. But right now I'm refixing all the offsets because I've broken them by refactoring, unfortunately. But welcome back. It's good to see you. Elevator says, I don't have good peripherals to start stream, but I really want to stream. What are your suggestions? So you don't actually need anything super fancy. I have a really crappy webcam from 2008. I think I bought this webcam. I'm gonna replace it. That's the next piece of equipment that I'm replacing in my streaming setup. And beyond that, like it's just a computer. I mean, I have an extremely beefy computer, but you really don't need one to stream, so yeah, like you can basically get started. I do have a little bit nicer microphone. This is a $100 microphone. Although I think because of COVID, it's now like a $175 microphone. But this is the Blue Yeti. It's a pretty standard streaming microphone. But yeah, you don't really need any special equipment. Yeah, it's the Logitech 1080p one. Yeah, it's that camera. I'm going to be upgrading it, so I would not suggest this camera. But Printer J says, "Hey, update! I passed the Angular technical interview. I feel like I'm in an episode of Black Mirror. Oh my goodness, that's awesome! Congrats, man. Hey, welcome back, El Papa Pig. Good to see you as well. You need a split keyboard to be a true gamer." That's funny. Okay, we also need to find label end, which should be very near the end. Which should be where? We should see 1010 10,000 7. I think it's this one here. Yeah, that's at 144. 144. Go to label end. Try and line these a little bit better. Okay, so that should have fixed div mod. We gotta fix all the labels up here though. So we did after comma. We did this. Well, we called div mod again down here. So we gotta fix this one here. 118. It's annoying that those don't line up. We gotta figure out this label here. So we're looking for another unconditional jump. So we're looking for a 1106, like this one. Let's actually quit and restart this since I've adjusted this. P prog D. Prog.index 1106, right? We can find 118s. So this is 44, which is right here. So we can find the next index of 118, which should be 63. If we look at 63, yeah, so this is 64. I just don't want to count these because that was a royal pain in the butt before. 64. Cool. Okay, looks good. I don't think we need any of these anymore. We need to find 1005. There's one at 16. We know it's not that one. There's one at 72, which is this one. We can find the one after 72. This should be 83. So this should be 83. Okay. So now I need to find this else, which should be a 1006 after 73. This should be 94. 94. So when we jump to else, it should be here. It's weird that that just changed by 1. I guess it kind of makes sense. And then we also have label add down here. So we can probably just do this by looking from 94 up here. Oops, chat. Oops, I paused chat. I'm so sorry. I missed you guys. I will catch up in a sec once I do this one more label. That's 94. We're looking for a 1011, which is here. Yeah. This is at 108. 108. And then this jumps back to loop, and this is label end. Oh, we gotta fix that one too. Where is 99? So this is at 115. This is print \n. And then we gotta find the call to end. Not this end, this end. What did I say it was? 114? 115. 115. Okay, so in theory, this will work now? Nope. Very much not. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Speaking of beefy computer, I actually totally spent a ton of money recently, and tomorrow I'll be able to build a crazy better PC. Nice! That's cool. Elementer says, I have a MacBook Air 2017. Can I start streaming? I know somebody who streams on a MacBook Air, so maybe. Gibeon says I have one of the Logitech C-series cameras. I don't actually know much about cameras, but yeah, I do need a better camera than the one I have right now. That says a new camera, OMG, you'll be even hotter than you currently are. 64 gigs of RAM, yeah, that should be pretty significant. Halo says I got my Raspberry Pis yesterday. I want to set up a Pi hole and a VPN stuff. All the fun stuff they do on home server, but I haven't messed with them yet. Yeah, I haven't actually done much with them either. Hey, what's up, BK? Welcome back. Good to see you. I think you've been here before, right? Your name looks familiar. Maybe? Rolly says, you know when you made it as a streamer when you're given a keyboard? It's true. I have been given 2 keyboards. Melky's been given a keyboard too. By initiative. Elmender says, what are your system specs? Well, that's not what I wanted. Anyway, I can do it from this menu. I have i7 8700K. I have 64 gigs of RAM. I have a 1080 Ti. I have a bunch of SSDs. I have a prefab liquid cooling setup. I don't know, there's not much else that's worth mentioning. Knowledge says, what is IntCode anyway? It is an esoteric programming language, assembly level sort of thing that was invented for advent of code 2019. Michaela, IntCode is an esoteric programming language created purely to annoy programmers competing in advent of code 2019. Yeah, that's pretty close. Elmender says, I'm a teen and I'm losing my eyesight really quickly. Any help to help me not go blind? See a doctor. James Boyent's got the real advice there. I don't know. Knowledge says, streaming on macOS is a bit of a pain in the ass because of how macOS works. If you have another operating system installed on the motherboard, you might have a better time. On the MacBook Air, yeah. MBA. Bernard J says, still haven't gotten my Kinesis sponsorship. I even run Kinesis Please in my hand cam. That's funny. SJXF says, Windows? Yes, it is Windows. We have a funny emote for it too. Yes, I'm streaming VirtualBox. Indeed. Okay. Program counter reached 163, which is what? I don't even see, that's out of bounds. I don't think I have 163 opcodes. So let's see why we're jumping to 163. 163. Go to label end. In divmod. Which is apparently at 144, not at 163. I thought I fixed this. How did I get 163? Oh, print num also changes. Print num is at 155. 155. And this should also be 108, so it should be jumping here. It looks like when it terminates, it fails. So 115. This label must be wrong then. Oh, this is not supposed to be 40. It's supposed to be 4. Whoops. Or supposed to be 104. Okay, we have it back to working again. Kind of. So here's our working FizzBuzz. It's not printing out the numbers yet. That's the last thing we have to do. But before we do that, I'm going to change how our function calls work because I should be using stack frames for this instead of globals, and I'm not currently doing that right now. So we're going to do Anthony Writes Code special, and we're going to get out our MS Paint here. And I'm actually going to make my stack grow down. Wait, do stacks usually grow down or up? I forget. Do stacks grow down or up? POSIX. Stack growth varies with blah 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 blah. The most common layout has the stack start at the top of memory and grow down, while the heap starts at the bottom and grows up. Okay, cool. Well, we'll do that then. That's what I was planning to do anyway. But the basic way that we're gonna use this is by using a stack pointer, and IntCode gives us a special register called RB. I don't remember what it stands for. Hey, what's up, Ginger Tonic Street? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Knowledge hisses. It's true. Welcome back, Knowledge. Knowledge likes to hiss about Windows, which is completely fair. Roller says, I've submitted my pull request to improve your docs. Enter its code enjoy. Oh, you did. You corrected the spelling of jalapeno in my recipes repo. Where the fuck is my Chrome window? Did I just lose my Chrome window? How do you open recently closed window in Chrome? Oh, there we go. That was weird. I like lost this window somehow. But now it's back. But anyway, this is the the pull request, which is to fix the spelling of jalapeno. Which is good. Here you go. You get your kitty cat. Your kitty cat, ship it. Ah, this is a pirate cat. It's a good cat. Thank you for that, Rollers. Appreciate that. Ginger Tonic Street says, Vohio, hello. MS Paint, indeed. Okay, so there's this relative thing, and we can access this by using a different set of opcodes. And so basically what I'm going to do is at the stack pointer, I'm going to have a return address as the first thing. This will be RB plus 1 is return address. And let's see, this is going to be RB plus 2 will be return value 1. RB plus 3, oops, we need another box. RB plus 3 will be ret2, because we're gonna have 2 return values because it makes this problem a lot easier. And then RB plus 4 will be arg1. RB plus 5. RB plus 5 will be arg2. And then this will be locals, so you can set whatever local variables you want in your function. This will be locals. And then, making a function call involves, writing, adjusting RB, so increasing RB to this. Oops, I want an arrow. This is a function call. It's moving this relative bounds downwards. This is function call. And writing out the return address and optionally the arguments, although we will need to do the argument, so that's the plan for this. That's how I want this to work. We'll see what happens there. Vero says, by the way, do you happen to know if Circle CI is any good for CI/CD? I have used Circle before. They seem pretty good. I don't know. I didn't really like them compared to Travis CI, mostly because their configuration was super complicated. But yeah. So it says, I need to change your recipe for that. In general, it needs lime juice and less sugar. I mean, I like it the way it is, but yeah. Drink says, does IntCode have a dedicated call/ret opcode, or is it just push, jump, hop, jump? It does not have a dedicated call/ret opcode, which is why I have to implement one. Gban says, I actually used the first ever version of Paint. I use Paint all the time. I like Paint. It works well. Don't forget to save local registers before the call. Yeah. I'm actually not gonna have any registers. I think I can avoid registers by just writing into the local space. Like, these first arguments will really just be the first local variables. I do have a concept of registers right now, but I think I can get rid of it with this. Yeah, the pop code will be the same. It'll just be an unconditional jump to RB+1, and oh, I need to know how wide this frame is to pop it. Right. So I need to store the width of the frame also, or the width of the previous frame, I guess. Hey, what's up, Left Shift? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, I need to somehow store. Oops. To do store frame width for popping. Yeah, because that's kind of a mess. Hey, what's up, Pusti Toru? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Arby's, God, I want curly fries. Curly fries are so good. What language should I start with? Whatever programming language you want to learn. I think Python is a good learning language, but, you know, it's obviously not the best programming, or I don't think it's a perfect programming language. I don't think any programming language is a perfect programming language, but it's a decent one to start with. Hey, what's up, Toddy? Good to see you again. Welcome back. Hey, what's up, Glory Solo? Welcome to the stream. Do you use Azure Pipelines for everything? I use Azure Pipelines for everything except for one job, which is still stuck in AppVeyor because I haven't figured out how to provision the following combinations: a 32-bit C compiler on Windows, a 32-bit version of Go, and a 32-bit version of Python. I need all three of those things in order to test a particular scenario, and I don't have access, or I haven't figured out how to do all those things. But if somebody wants to figure that out, I can point you at the repository. Because I have, you know, I think I spent like 2 or 3 hours on this and then just decided like it wasn't worth my effort. But this repository, if you can figure out how to convert this to Azure Pipelines, like, please, 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 that would be great. I don't know how to do it though. Well, I could probably figure it out, but I just have not had the time or effort into that. Love Shift says, hi, what are you doing? I'm trying to implement FizzBuzz, which is a common silly interview question, in IntCode, which is a esoteric programming language. This is what I have so far. But yeah, we're gonna be implementing the last bit soon, which is this print num function down here. You know, I could actually just cheese this and not implement functions properly. What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see me implement functions properly, or do you want to see me just cheese this with global variables that are, you know, in a different namespace that won't collide? Because cheesing it is going to be easier, I think. But I don't know. Are you guys purists? I'll let you guys decide. I'm going to go fill up my water. I will be right back. Sounds like you all want me to cheese it, so we're gonna cheese it. So we're not gonna do it. You know, this would be the more correct way to do this, but we're just gonna cheese it. So to cheese it, we're gonna be less what's the word? Less correct about the ways that we you know, talk about the globals here, because things are actually going to be globals now. So let's actually name each of our variables and put them in a place. So that'll make this easier. So G1 is going to be start. So we can actually get rid of this. G2 is end. Oops. G2 end. I'm gonna go through and replace all of these. End minus or less than start. G3 is started. Started. G3 started equals 1. Where's the... If not started, go to label after comma. So I'm really just going to rename these variables right now. Now it's just, I want you to be a professional programmer with extensive unit and component tests. That's, yeah. Right? I don't think that's going to happen. With this thing, because we're memeing. We can cheese it while we're memeing, right? Right? Sure. G1 is start. 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 Okay. What is G4? G4 is temp. Main temp. Main temp. If main temp go to label end. Hey, what is G5? G5 is remainder 3, G6 is remainder 5, and G7 is remainder either, or remainder both. Let's see. Both non-divisible. G5 is remainder 3. Remainder 3 times remainder 5. Did I use both non-divisible? Hey, what's up, Abhishek SY? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. G6 is remainder 5 equals ret 2. Okay. Let's see, if not both non-divisible, go to Lemonsauce says, "What's happening? We're memeing. We're implementing FizzBuzz in this silly esoteric language." But yeah, this is main globals, and we'll also do div mod globals, which will be div mod return, which will be 10,000. Div mod n, which will be actually this is 10,001. div mod ret2 1002. Div mod n is, actually we can just use the short names here. N is 1005, right? R1, R2, R3. Did I really only use 3 registers here? I did. Okay, cool. Oh, we have another one here. Well, we have a bunch more. We're all the way up to 10,008. We have 4 registers here. Okay. So N is 1005. Mod is 1006. Sub mod, I think I just called it sub, is 10,007. Temp is 10,008. Okay, so those will be our globals for that. We need to make one other function. We'll call this rat adder. We need to make one more function here. And the last function that we have to implement is called print_num. And this is the approximate algorithm I'm going to try and take for this. Print_num and integer to none. Step 1 is reverse the number. So rev equals 0 while n does not equal 0. Rev times equals 10. Rev plus equals n mod 10. So that should reverse the number, and then we need to print each base 10 digit. While n does not equal 0, digit equals n mod, well, print digit, print n mod 10, and then n slash equals 10. I think this works. Unbound local error. Print no 100. We're looping forever. I forgot an update somewhere. Oh. And slash equals 10. What? Okay. Batman. Oh shit, that was good. I like that. Scaron says, "Oh yes, Umlaut, my favorite character." Yeah, it's just 255. It's OXFF. That's why it's printing that there. Pustutori says, "In the IntCode, AI really fascinates me. Any advice, like what should I do after doing a C++ course?" I don't know if I would start with C++. C++ is going to be really tricky. Like, it's kind of hard as a beginner language. I also know nothing about C++. Or sorry, I know lots about C++. I know nothing about AI, so I don't know that I can advise you there. Well, that didn't work. Oh. So reversing the number, we also need to know how many significant digits it has. I think I'm going to take a different approach to this. I think we're going to take a different approach to this. Yeah. So first we need to check. We probably need a special case for 0. If n equals 0, print 0. Yeah, while n is greater than 10s, 10s times equals 10, 10s slashes equals 10. So this should get us a number that is that matches the 10th, the divisible by 10 of the largest, most significant digit there. So we do print num of 105. It should also give us 100 here. Okay, that's good. If we do print num of 1000, we should get 1000. Okay, cool. So I'm basically gonna build up a tens number to the furthest digit and then divide and move, divide and move, and divide and move. So while tens, does not equal 0, print and divided by tens, and then tens slash equals that. I think this will work. That's what I said last time, though. Print num 100. Oh. I see. So it printed 1, then it printed 10, then it printed 100. So I need this mod 10. Print num 100. Aha! Okay. This is our approximate algorithm that I think I can emulate in the low-level assembly that I'm working in. I think. I hope. If you're going to write C++, start with the concepts of writing straight C, then you can flavor it to whichever one you like. I guess, kind of. Is that you banging on the table that makes me anxious for reasons? Oh. This? Yeah, that's me banging on the table. Okay, I like this thing. Let's see if I need this special case at all. I think I do. Print num 0. Oh, maybe I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't need this. Simpler. But yeah, I don't actually have slash equals or times equals. Oh, I do have times equals. I don't have slash equals though. But we can simulate all this with our function calling, so that's good. Okay, let's try and implement this in IntCode. Fizz.txt. So we're gonna need a bunch of new globals for this function. So this will be, let's actually move this down. Oops. I don't think main is 113 opcodes anymore. Should move this down to divmod, and we'll give divmod its own set of globals. Okay, print num. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 globals. Okay, so first we need a return address, which is not going to be this 10,000. It's going to be 11. Return 11,000. Let's enter. And so we actually need to change the call to this. And the return down here. Oh yeah, this is just printing 255 right now. And num. Just change this call here. 11,000. We also need to change this to 11,000, and this is going to return nothing, so I'm just going to change it to 11,001. That'll be our n there. 11,001. Oh, this will be n. We need tens, which will be 1102. We need several temp variables. Probably we at least need one for this comparison. We need at least one for this. Do that. And we'll need a temp for this, and I think we might need a temporary variable here as well. We'll start with this and see what we need. Okay, let's start by assigning tens to 10. Or should I assign it to 1? Starting it at 10 seems a little bit weird, but that's fine. Let's see, 1 1 0 1. Add 0 and 10 and store it in tens. Tens equals 10. And then we need to do while n is greater than 10. So this is the same as while not n less than 10s. So we don't actually have greater than or equal to, we have less than. Left Shift says, what language is this in? If you do Bang today, you can learn more about this particular thing in here. It is called IntCode. It is made up. This is Python over here. But we're doing some IntCode today. So we need to do the less than operator, which I don't remember which one it is. So we will look at my reference implementation. Less than. It is opcode 7. We want temp equals n less than 10s, so that will be 7. N will be 11,001, and 10s will be 11,002, and we will store that in 11,003. And then while this, we run this. So if this is false, we should jump past here. So we need label tens done. And then we do code here. So we need, if not temp, or I guess if temp, go to label tens done. So we can do a jump if true, which I believe is 5. Yeah. So jump if true, 11,003 to label tens done, which we'll figure out what that is later. Tens son. Tens done. Otherwise, we multiply, so that's 2, and we're gonna multiply by 10 of the tens, 11,002, and store that in 11,002. Did you guys just see my lights blink? My lights definitely just blinked. Didn't have any frames though, which is weird. How do you compile it? You have to write an interpreter for it. I have written an interpreter, so you can check out my implementation on this link here. But yeah, part of running this code is solving Advent of Code 2019. So, hey, HerHS, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. Sorry, it's called Prime Gaming now. They rebranded it, which is silly. We're here playing games in the terminal. But thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate that. Okay, so this is tens times equals 10, which is good, and then I think we're already to our label now. What was the offset of print num? It was 155. So we can figure out what tens done is. Let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 155 plus 15 is 170. So this should be 170. And then after that, we need to call divmod to do this. So we need to do R1 equals tens, and then we need to do R2 equals 10. And then we need to do ret adder for divmod, call divmod, jump to divmod. So R1 equals tens. I believe R1 was 10,005, so we need to do a add from 0 and tens, which is 11,002, into this. So that assigns the value from tens into this register, or this input here. We need to do the same thing here. But we're doing an immediate assignment into here, into 10,006, which is R2 equals 10. And then we need to assign some constant into this, which is the return address. And then we need to jump to divmod, which is this here. I'm getting a little bit faster at writing this assembly, which is interesting. 1-800-4 divmod, yeah. Right? Okay, and so after that, we need to label. We need to figure out what this offset is here, because this is where we have gotten past here. Yeah. So what do we need to do at that point? Oh, I should have tried this function for single-digit numbers, just to make sure it works. Print num 1, 10, -1. That's kind of what I expected for negative numbers. Anyway, we need to finish this up here. This is label after divmod 1. This will be label after divmod 1. Okay, so we need to assign the return value into tens. So this should be tens equals ret1. So we can do add 0 to ret1, which should be 10,001, and assign that into 11,002. Okay, so I think we've implemented this part so far, which is good. This print, we have to cheat a little bit on here. An interesting trick that I know from C++ is if you know the character of character 0 and you add that to 0, or add that to some number, so say you add that to 5, and then you convert it back into a character, you'll get the string for that. So I'm going to be using this special 48 value to do that conversion. Okay, so we need the next part of here, which is if tens is equal to 0, then we go to done. Hey, what's up, Stevo Bandito? How's it going? The greatest interview question, indeed. We're memeing. We're implementing it in IntCode because why the fuck not? Oh, I'm losing my voice now. This is great. So what we can do with this is while it is not 0, so while it is positive, or while it is, so we can do a jump if false to the end. Oh, we forgot to jump back to the beginning of our loop. Oh wait, no, this is the end of our loop. Okay, never mind, we're fine. We did that. Yeah, we're done with this, so... Oh wait, this doesn't jump up. This needs to jump up. So this is no longer at 170. Let's see, go to loop. So this needs to be label loop 1. And this is at what, 155 plus 4, so it should be at 159. So we need to do a unconditional jump to 159. Yeah, so this is our little loop here, where we times equals 10, and we jump to loop. This is no longer 170, because we added, what, 3 opcodes? So it should be 173. So we have 4, 8, 11, 15, 18, plus this, 173. Cool. Cool. I saw that repo on GitHub. I was going to implement it in Shakespeare Lang. Ooh. It says, just have to find a job that asks about IntCode in the interview and you can destroy it. Yeah, it would be great. Loop 1 sounds French. I don't know French, please no guillotine. Label 10's done. Yeah. Makes sense. This is good. This is our while loop here. Okay, 10s equals that. So we need to do our next loop. Label loop 2. We need if not 10s, or wait. If not 10s, then we jump to done. If not 10s, go to label done. Done will be here, which is where we return. Okay, so this is, oh, we need to actually implement this code, duh. So we need jump if false. Jump if false, I believe, is 6. So 6 and 10s, 11,002, and we jump to label done. We'll figure out what label done is in a bit. You don't get guillotine, you just get bought. Okay, jump to done if this is false. Okay, so now we need to figure out this value here. So we need to do both a division and then a mod. We need to call divmod twice, which is going to be annoying. I can actually probably indent this, I think my code supports that, so we can do indented loops. Alright, so we need to divide n by tens. So we need to set R1. R1 equals n, and then R2 equals tens. Do that by doing 101. We're going to add 0 to n, which is 11,001. And we're going to assign that into R1, which is 10,005. We're going to assign, oops, it's this down here. We're going to assign tens, which is 11,002, into 10,006. That's our modulo. And then we need to set the return address 0 label after div mod 2 into 10,000. Call div mod, and then we need to jump to div mod 1106.0.118. Jump to div mod, and then this will be label after div mod 2. Okay, so we divided by tens. Now we need to mod by 10. So we need to put ret1 into R1. We're actually gonna cheat and read from a register and write to a register. A little bit cheesy here. I mean, R1 equals ret1, and then R2 equals 10. We do that by 101, 0. Ret1 should be 10,001, and we're going to store that into 10,005. And then we're going to put 10 into R2, which is 10,006. Then we're going to call divmod again. Oh god, we have to call divmod so many times in this stupid loop here. Ugh. Annoying. Okay, so that's that. Now we need to 101.0 label after divmod 3. Call divmod 1106.0.118. Jump to divmod. Hey, what's up, Optimizer? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I am having fun. I'm actually having fun. I promise. Widow says, do you know how to list packages that only I have installed inside of virtualenv and not ones that come with the VM by default? So the answer to that is, if you're on Debian, don't use Debian's virtualenv package because it is garbage. And there is not a good way to do that on Debian's virtualenv. So normally with virtualenv, virtualenv VM, this is stock virtualenv, not Debian's wackiness. Pipfreeze will not include any packages here. This is the default behavior, because pip by default avoids pip setup tools and wheels. You can do pip freeze -- all, and that will show you all of these packages. But Debian has done a very, very dumb thing and included all of their splatted packages in there. Apt install virtualenv, no install recommends -y. So I'll show you that in a second. And that's gonna take a while. Well, I guess it's faster than it usually is. Kinda nice. Please don't set up time zones. I hate when it sets up time zones. I don't need time zones. Plus no time zones. Yay, no time zones. So, Debian's fucked up version of virtualenv. One, takes a fucking long ass time for no good reason, but also puts all of these whack-ash packages in here. Pip freeze. And so you get all of this garbage. These are the packages that are vendored inside pip. Debian devendors them for no good reason here. There's literally no reason for them to do this. But yeah, so my recommendation is don't use Debian's virtualenv. I have a video about this. Virtualenv from scratch. Is it virtualenv from nothing? Yes, so check out that video. There's also a follow-up video to that one, which is explains global. Check out those two videos, but yeah. This is a mess. I don't know why they did this. It makes no fucking sense. Did this get fixed in Ubuntu? Nope, I am not using their package. I'm doing a different thing, which I explained in that video. But yeah, it's a mess, Void Rose. It's a big fucking mess. Thanks, Debian. Okay, what was I doing? After divmod 3. Okay, so we have now modded by 10, so we need to get the value out of ret2 and add 48 to it and then print it. Yeah, we can actually just do ret2 plus equals 48. And just print out of that return register, because fuck it, global variables, whatever, right? So we need to do add with an immediate of 48 to ret2, which should be 10,002, and store it in 10,002. And then we need to print ret2. So for 10,002 puts ret2. I guess print char of ret2. That should print character. Then we need to do another div mod. But what we need to do in there, we need to put tens into R1. R1 equals tens. And then we need to put 10. Oops, music has stopped. We need to put 10 into R2. R2 equals 10. We need to call divmod. We need after divmod 4 now. Call divmod, and then jump to divmod. And then I think we just need to jump to loop 2. Go to loop 2. And that's it. Now we just need to fill in these labels, and I think this crazy shit might work. Elementer says, what are you making? Why don't you use an IDE? Because I wrote my own text editor. That's why I don't use an IDE. I actually explained that in that video. So check out that video. I talk about why I don't use an IDE. I used to use an IDE. IDEs are great. I would suggest them if you're starting out, or if you're advanced. Like at all levels, I would suggest using an IDE. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm just slower using them. But yeah, an IDE would not support this garbage anyway. This is a made-up programming language. I could probably write some code to make this work in Babby to have like proper syntax out in here, but I'm not going to spend time on that. There's literally no reason for me to do that. Okay. Yeah, I guess we should figure out what addresses these things are. If this is 173, we had 4, 8, 12, 15. Add 15 to it to get to after divmod 1. So 173 plus 15 is 188. So ret equals label divmod after divmod 1. Ret adder. first one. 188 plus 4 is 192, so that's loop 2. $192. Okay. Then we have 3, 7, 11, 15, 18. This should be 210. 210 is this one. And these are going to be all wrong, and I'm going to have to fix them. I'm already assuming that these are wrong. But we'll at least try and do it from scratch first, and then we'll adjust this a little bit. Now it says if people use IDs, I just assume they're a junior programmer. I don't think that's true. I think what you're talking about, or what you're referencing, is that shitty Twitter thing that's been going around. Where's the search box? I think you're memeing, I'm guessing. Yeah, this one. If you call yourself a developer and use a mouse for editing code, I just assume you were a junior. Which, fuck this guy. There's been so many, like, funny quote tweets about this. There was one where, like, they pointed out some, like, really shitty Python code that he wrote. No, you got a bunch of responses because you're an asshole. Anyway, RoRTKL says, "What you doing? I am working on a silly meme. I'm implementing FizzBuzz in this wacky ass assembly language. For not a good reason, but." Yeah, that's what I'm working on, and then I'll do some probably normal Python programming after this. But I'm getting through this first. Okay, so this is at 210. We add 4, 8, 12, 15. So we should get to 225. Should be 225. And then we add 4, 6, 10, 14, 18, 21. Which should be at 246. I think that's all of the codes. Oh, we need done. So 246 plus 3 is 249. $249. We live forever. So that's a problem. Oh, I gotta fill up my water again. I'm already out. I will be right back. I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'll see you guys in a sec. back. Julian says procrastination stream. It's true, it's true. Yeah, this is another last stream was a procrastination stream too. This was a bonus one because I wanted to get this silly procrastination thing done. But you're right, I am procrastinating. I know, I should be working on things that are actually important. But welcome back, Julian. It's good to see you. Oh, you set the MOTD to that too. That's amazing. Love it. Love it. Hey, what's up, Mario Duval? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Ruski Raul Duke says, "What's going on?" and hello from Latvia. Ooh, from Latvia. That's a country that I haven't heard in my stream before. Welcome to the stream. I'm working on FizzBuzz and assembly for no good reason. Just because it's fun. Knowledge says, "I'll just point out he boasts that he's in the top 1% on JavaScript Stack Overflow. I'm top 3% with 300 points. Oh no." That's silly. I'm like, actually, I have a lot of Stack Overflow points, but I would never boast about it, especially not on Twitter. But yeah, I'm like 0.28% this year. I don't even know how to look at per language though, because clearly I don't really care. But anyway, Stack Overflow points, fake internet points. Hey, what's up, Veronis? Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. And Christian L2G, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Is it procrastination when you're learning from it? I mean, yeah, maybe not. Elementer says, "I can't install Babby." Really? What error are you getting? Can you paste the error? You can use a service like, you know, fluffy.cc, for instance. That's a pastebin service that my friend runs. Okay, let's re-enable our breakpoint and see where we're going wrong. It should be in print num, so we should be able to see if PC is greater than or equal to 155. We should be able to breakpoint in there. We're also going to print the program counter as well as that runs. The top 7% is 1.4. That doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, so 11,001. So we're trying to print the number 1, and our return address is 108. That actually seems fine. What do you got for me today, Michaela? Job requirements. The job interview. Invert a binary tree on this whiteboard. The job. Make the button bigger. It's pretty true. I'm not gonna lie, I spent a lot of time pixel twiddling when I was at Yelp. I don't really want to do that again. Christian L2G says, "Cool keyboard." Yeah, if you want to learn more about the keyboard, I've got a little command where you can learn more about it. I actually have 2 fancy keyboards that I use on stream, but I'm using this one right now. Yeah, don't paste on Twitch. Go to fluffy.cc, paste it into fluffy.cc, and then paste the link. You can paste links in chat. Links are fine. Interestingly, though, it seems like it is missing the wheel on macOS. Which I'm pretty sure I uploaded a macOS wheel. Yeah, I have a macOS wheel. Weird. The dumb engineer says, "Still FizzBuzz." Lol, I started this. It's true, it's true. I don't know why I didn't use this wheel, though. That's the problem. That's the issue. What version of pip are you using? Can you do pip -- version? Yeah, this doesn't surprise. This is x86-64. That's weird. Yeah, can you do pip 2023? Can you run this command? Install oniguruma cffi-vvv. Run that command and paste it. For some reason, your version of macOS is not considering this wheel. I don't know why. Or sorry, not that wheel, this wheel. Oh, what version of macOS are you on? I guess that's the other question. Are you on... It needs to be 10.14 plus due to the way this is built. You could build it from scratch, but it's a royal pain in the ass to build it from scratch. 10.13, there you go. Yeah, it has to be 10.14 due to the way this is built. And you look at the build script and see if there's an easy way for me to get that, an older version for you. I build this in CI, so I don't really have control. The oldest Mac that I own is 10.14, so I can't really build on 10.13 either. Here's macOS. Here we go. So you could clone this repo and run these set of instructions, but I think this is going to be too much work. Yeah. Oh, also you definitely don't want to do this or do the other thing that I'm doing. Yeah, the problem is the CI provider that I'm using doesn't provide older versions of macOS, so I can't build for 10.13, unfortunately. Maybe someone in chat could build it for 10.13, but like, that seems like kind of a long shot, to be honest. Okay, let's debug this. So we are at 155. We're at the beginning of this function now, and there's an infinite loop somewhere. Okay, we can do. Oh, we have a breakpoint for this. Okay, cool. So we continue. We're at 159, which is here, and we should have set prog 11,002 to 10, and we did. Okay. N is less than 10, so we should jump immediately after this to... Or, sorry, we should jump here next. Hey, what's up, Jonas100? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. 163, which should be right here. And so now we should jump to 173. Because it is... N is less than 10s. 10s is 10, N is 1. We jumped to 101? Oh. I see. Shit. Okay, so I gotta fix my conditional jumps. This one down here is broken too. Okay, 159, 163, 173. That looks good. 173, 10's done. 177, 181. This is about to call this function here. Should jump into there and then get to 188. So R1 should be prog 10,001. So the return value, this should be 1. No, it should be 0. Should be 0. Oh, it should be 1. Yeah. It's 1 divided by 1. Should be 1. 1. Oh, these get destroyed after that. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Okay, cool. Perfect. I guess I'll have to work with MVim my entire life. The dumb engineer says, "What's with the dumpster fire?" I don't know. It was an emote that I really liked from a Slack that I was on. Although it's animated in Slack, and I tried to adapt it to Twitch, and it kind of looks like garbage, which is, to be fair, is appropriate. But I've been meaning to replace it at some point, but I have enough emote slots that I haven't needed to replace it yet. So yeah. Oh shit! I just got a Twitch achievement. Stream for 1,000 hours total. 1,000 hours. I've streamed 1,000 hours on Twitch. That's fucking wild. Have you ever worked with Java? Yeah, I've spent a lot of time in Java, actually. How do I make my Mac terminal look like Linux terminal? I would start by installing, what is it, iTerm 2? The nice terminal on macOS. I'm actually gonna get rid of the breakpoint. I'm confident this works now. Sorry, I'm cocky that it works. Breakpoint. We should get rid of the program counter too. Nope, still infinite looping. Printing ones forever. Okay, so that makes me think that it is in this loop down here. So let's do the same program counter printing if PC is greater than or equal to 192 breakpoint. Try this again. Skullzen says, damn bro, what is this keyboard? It is the Kinesis Freestyle Pro. You can learn more about it and those links there. Okay, so we're at 192. This is checking if tens is non-zero, so prog 11002. This should be 1. Oh, we forgot to actually assign the value out of this. We forgot to assign the value out of this. We need to assign this, the return value of this into tens. So we need to do 110. Return should have been 10,001, and we need to assign this into 11,002. Tens equals R1, which means we need to adjust the offset for done by adding 4. 253. Change this to 253. Yeah, we were infinite looping because this was never changing. Let's comment this out again because I am again confident that this will work. Nope, still broken. Jamie Pratt says another day of masochism. It's true, it's true. Elevator says, I'm 14 years old, and for some reason, I want to code like you. So I started when I was about 10 years old. So you're on a, you know, if you want to start programming, like just start whenever. You're on a good track now. I would recommend practicing and learning and figuring stuff out, and you know, being proactive about figuring how things work. I think that's probably my best advice there. I also have a video about getting started with programming. Where I recommend like learning syntax and then work on projects, hack on projects, and that's my advice on getting stuff, getting the learning done. Essentially. Damager said, okay, then maybe you can help me get started with something. I recently wrote some code to solve something for the service I developed and then scaled it to work with some other services in my domain. I'm thinking of actually making it a library since I didn't find a similar thing there in the market. So you would probably distribute it with Maven or whatever, or use it with Maven. Like, what is there? It's been a while since I've done package management in Java. Actually, I'm really inexperienced in package management in Java. I've mostly just like Maven installed and then, you know, forgot about the rest of it. I can't get my head around how to start generalizing. You know, drawing code is not always the best approach. Like, a lot of times you're actually better to copy and paste the code instead of re-copy pasting. Oh, hey, Box of Ninjas, thank you for resubscribing 3 months in a row and 4 total. Appreciate the subscription. Welcome back. It's always good to see you. Appreciate your continued support. Elementer says, I started coding when I was 11 and I know a bit of every language but not perfectly, and that's what I want to improve on. So here's the thing. I don't think you'll ever learn any language perfectly. Even I spend a lot of time reading documentation, figuring out how things work, and like don't really know how stuff works a lot of the time. And that's okay. It's okay to not know everything. Part of the great part about programming is that you can look up a lot of the stuff, and so you know, knowing how stuff works is not super important. But yeah. First time trying my shot at writing a library, and yeah, grade probably Haven't made the decision yet. Yeah, I see, I see. Makes sense. Oh, you mean Gradle? Gradle? Confused. Okay, but anyway, 192. This should, let's see, if not tens, so tens is prog 11,002. This is 1, so it should not jump to none. We should jump to 195, which is here, which is good. 195, this should call div mod. Go 3, go 7. This is where we call div mod. So we've jumped back to here. So we did n divided by tens. So n divided by 1, 1 divided by 1. So we should see ret1, 10,001. This should be 1 with no remainder, which is good. And then we're at 210, which is here. So assign R1, assign R2, assign, oops, well, I should, sorry. Assign R1, assign R2, assign red adder, and then jump to div mod. Gradle, very bad at typing on my phone. Issues, I can't get my head around how to start generalizing. Yeah, that's hard. It depends on what, you know, what sort of functionality. Like, it's gonna be different per functionality. Elementer says, I downloaded iTar. Now, what's the next step for turning my Mac terminal like Linux? Another approach that you could do, Elementer, is you could set up a virtual machine. I have a video tutorial about setting up a virtual machine. That's another approach you could take. The dumb engineer says, wanted to understand your thought process and approach when you think and make a new library from scratch. So usually what I do when I'm making a new library from scratch is like I have like a use case in a particular chunk of code that, and to be honest, I don't actually make libraries all that often. Most of the things that I build are tools. I've written probably 5 or 6 libraries, not all that many. I would say I'm not that great about splitting out libraries, but usually when I split out a library, it's because I have 2 separate things that need exactly the same functionality, and that functionality is entirely separate from the application that I'm writing. Sometimes I'll write little libraries inside code that, you know, I try and keep the coupling separate. So for instance, pre-commit has a few small little libraries inside of it that I've not split out yet. For example, the env context. I could easily make this into a Python package because I think that it's, you know, it's standalone, it's useful on its own. The only dependence that it has outside of its module itself is this type, and this is really just because I didn't want to copy and paste this type everywhere. But this is a, you know, a standalone bit of functionality that I could, you know, pick up and drop somewhere else. This is a context manager for updating os.environ. But yeah, I haven't split this out yet because I haven't really needed this functionality anywhere else. So I've just kind of kept it in here for now. But that's kind of the thought approach that I do there. Okay, we're at 225. We just modded by 10. We modded the return value of previous function. So this should be 1 mod 10. We should see 1 here. Ret2 should be 1. Prog 10,002 should be 1. Cool. Then we should jump to 229. We're about to print ret2. So ret2 should now be 49, should be the character for 1. So we should print a 1 character to the screen here. Yeah, we did print a 1, and then we're at 231, which is here. And we're calling div mod again. So now we're doing tens divided by 10. Oh. We're doing tens divided by 10. Not ones divided by 10, tens divided by 10. I think that's our bug. Okay. Shall we get cocky again? I think we shall. Comment this out, Python 3 main.py input.text. That's not what I want to do. Fizz.text. No, we're still looping again. Okay, let's go to 225 because we know we're good up until that point. 225. Techhemmo says, Anthrax code, there once was a streamer named Anthony who could always write code. He knew how to load the right opcode and couldn't be slowed until he found he was in the wrong mode. Were you guys here for the last stream where we talked about where we coined a new meme about doing things slowly? Oscar Allen says, Environ T, are we trying to do monad transformations here? No, it's just a type. It's a type annotation. T is mutable mapping stir, if I recall correctly. It's just a type alias. Pigment util environ T union dict stir os.environ. And this is a fake type because it's not a real type. This is another type alias. So it's a type alias to a union of type aliases. For some reason, I couldn't use mutable mapping stir. I don't remember why. Can I replace environ T with mutable mapping stir? I don't know. Oh, that's how you got the idea for the poem. Nice. Couldn't be slowed. That's good. I like it. Hey, what's up, Belnathis? Hello. Yes, 1111111. That's the problem that we're dealing with right now. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. So at this point, we have done mod 10. We have not printed yet. So this should print. Prints a 1. Cool. We're now here. R1 equals 10s. We're going to divide by 10. Oh, we made the same mistake. Oh, we made 2 mistakes here. 10s equals R1. Oh no. Yeah, we just made 1 mistake here. Infinite loop again? Ta-da! Ta-da! Well, the cool thing about this, the way I've written it, is I should be able to change this to 1,000, and we should be able to FizzBuzz from 1 to 1,000. It is exceptionally slow for some reason, though. But anyway, I guess we could do Python unbuffered IO, or I think it's Python -u little u. Yeah, there we go. There's FizzBuzz to 1,000. It's a little bit slow because I have to implement division using addition, but anyway, there's good old FizzBuzz. The fizziest of buzz. Oh my god, what a fucking stupid project. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit and put this together. This is code that's indented. This is in the loop here. And these are our ifs in here. This is if ret2 go to label check 5. This is not ret2. This is if remainder 3. If remainder 5 go to label else. I have 2 comments here. Anyway, this is the annotated version of this. I guess we'll convert this into true IntCode, so a normal version of this could run this. Elmander says software engineers spend hours in front of a screen and still their eyes remain healthy. How? Luck? I don't know. GG Pog? Indeed. We got this. Takemo says, mine shows an error, no internet connected. Oh, your eyeballs? Yeah, I see. Kamiko says, this will give you a lot of internet points on Hacker News / Reddit. Probably not, but it's pretty silly. Hi-Hi-Ho says, wait, what are we even looking at? This looks wild. This is an implementation of FizzBuzz in IntCode, which is an esoteric assembly-like language for Advent of Code in 2019. 2019's Advent of Code. So I actually need to spit out the normal program because this is the like annotated version of this. Join stir n for n in prog. So this is our actual input program. So this should work on it feels like it's a lot longer than this. This feels pretty short for what I got working. But yeah. Hey, welcome back, The Endless River. Good to see you get The Endless River. Man, I'm not gonna stop calling you The Endless Liver for some reason. I don't know why. Back from the holidays in Italy. Long time no see. How's it going? How was Italy? Man, I miss Italy. I wanna go back. It was going well. I'm memeing right now. That's why we're streaming on a Sunday. I'm implementing FizzBuzz in IntCode. Okay, let's do the thing that I actually meant to do, which was to contribute to this guy's repository. Git clone, github.com. Ashish R. Is that what it was? Ashish -R. Why would you put -R? Why would you put a dash in the buzz? FizzBuzz. GitHub fork. Make dir IntCode. Is there a suggestion for this on how I'm supposed to write this? Give it a start and click on. Wait, what? Why is there a star here? That's not a star. That's not how forking works. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna do IntCode hastily annotated.txt. IntCode / hastily.txt. And we're going to put this one into there just to make sure this still works. It does. I should also be able to use part 1 to run this. Indeed it seems to work. Elmander says, what good terminal editor would you suggest me doing? Uh, probably I would suggest using Vim or Emacs. Pick one of those two. Don't be like me and use Nano and Babby. Knowledge says, when I see developers meme on Sundays, I always assume they're a staff developer. That's funny. That's funny. We went to Venice. Since there's no cruises at the moment, the streets are actually empty, so it's pretty relaxed. Nice. Best country at the moment. It's also the only one not classified as a dangerous country. Interesting. Interesting. ProNerdJ says, Vim, you say? Yeah, I'm not gonna suggest other people do what I did. I think they'll be better off in Vim, to be honest. Hey, what's up, Shazrobot? Look, we got FizzBuzz working. IntCode. Michaela, are you still in the chat? Can you link me that SOLang link? Or I'll just scroll up and find it. Or anyone can link the link to me. Doesn't have to be Michaela. I have not found the link. Dang it! I must have scrolled past it. SOLang IntCode. adventofcode.com/2019. Oh, there's more. Spoilers, there's more IntCodes. I have not finished IntCode yet. In particular, I am using day 21's implementation of the IntCode computer. In this version of the IntCode computer, the output instruction receives ASCII integers and prints those characters to the screen. Here's a sample execution of my FizzBuzz program. Actually, should namespace this, I guess. And then 3 IntCode slash I don't know. Part1.py IntCode slash utility.text. Ooh, we got it in microseconds time that time. It went super speedy. Super speedy. It shouldn't take 100 milliseconds to run this code, but it did. Code readme dot. Oh, I typoed this. Dang it. Here's the rough algorithm I used to translate it into Python. So we're gonna show the crappy code that I used here. So we're gonna untranslate this here. So we have divmod, which takes in int mod int returns tuple int. I'm typing import tuple. We also had print num, which is n int return none. I guess we should write out the full code over here and then run it and make sure it works. If name equals main exit main. So we have start equals 1, end equals 100, started equals 0, main temp equals end less than start if main temp. Oh, we don't have go-tos in this, so that's fine. While start is greater than, or while what? End is less than, start is less than or equal to end. And do this thing. If not started, or I guess if started, print comma space. End equals this. Started equals 1. Remainder 3 equals div mod start and 3. Remainder 5 equals div mod. Is div mod a built-in in Python? It is. TIL. Start 5. Both non-divisible equals remainder 3 times remainder 5. It's good, but installing its plugins make me hate it. Isn't that syntax RST? No? No? I hate RST. I'm not gonna willingly write RST. No, this is Markdown. Are you here, Bunk? Type Racer Riot says Mount Senkov. Do you have points? Do you have points? Spend your points, and then we'll do Type Racer. Where's the time where you live? It is 2 p.m. right now. Okay. If not remainder, or if remainder 3 equals 0, then print fizz. If remainder 5 is equal to 0, print buzz. If both non-divisible, print num. Start. And then start plus equals 1. This code looks awful. It's intentionally awful because I'm implementing this in assembly. Okay, and then at the end we do print \end equals empty string, and then we need to do div mod. And division plus mod using addition. Okay, div mod is I equals 0, sub equals -1 times mod. What are we doing here? If this go to end, so this is a loop. While n is less than, while mod is less than n. One of these values we destroy. I think it's n? Oh, yeah. While n is greater than or equal to mod, n plus equals sub I plus equals 1, return I comma n. That's what this does. Yeah. I plus equals 1, n plus equals sub. Okay, so that's div mod. Then we had print num in another t.py. Where's the other t.py? Here. We can just copy this to here. Oh no, copied right in the middle. No! Okay, let's see if this works. Some of our prints need ends equals. Here we go. Cool. Should actually return int. Return 0. Anyway, there's the Python version of the assembly code that I wrote. IntCode slash readme.acetilly.md. Oh, we should actually use divmod in here, shouldn't we? That way it's more correct. Tens, comma nothing equals divmod tens 10. Temp1 equals, we need to divide by tens. Divmod n tens. Temp1 divmod temp1 10. Temp1 plus equals word 0. Print char temp1. And then that. Shit. Oh no, what did I screw up here? What is your font in the terminal? This is Ubuntu Mono. Elmander, he's trolling you. He's trolling you. Kamiko says, I implemented an XKCD bot command yesterday. All XKCD comics have a number from 1 to 2000 plus except one particular number. Guess the number and how fun that was to debug. Is 404 missing? That would be great. That would be about what I would expect. It's a good meme. I appreciate that. Hey, what did I screw up here? FizzBuzz, IntCode, readme. So this is still right. Tens divided equals tens. Oh. I did mod equals tens. Yeah, there we go. Put this in there. Whoa, my playlist stopped. What? The fuck? YouTube, what? YouTube's been having trouble today. I don't know what's up with YouTube, but they have been struggling for me today. Okay, but I think that's done. I should maybe annotate this. Build up a divisor. We'll use this to print one digit at a time. Print one digit at a time while moving the divisor Down. Anyway. Yo! BeginBot! How's it going? Welcome to the stream, Raiders! My viewers should check out BeginBot if you guys have not checked out their channel before. If I can get my silly command right. But welcome to the stream, Raiders! I am doing a real derpy thing today. This started as like somebody suggested it in chat yesterday, and I was like, this is like just a dumb enough idea that I might do this. But the idea is there's this FizzBuzz Hacktoberfest repo that somebody in chat found that has a bunch of different programming languages, and I thought, what's the dumbest programming language that I know? Oh, I could have done this in SQLite. That'd have been fun in SQLite too. But I was like, how do I implement FizzBuzz? And in this esoteric programming language. So I first wrote it, or I first like thought about it in Python and came up with this algorithm that's simple to translate into this assembly language called IntCode. And I then ported it to IntCode. Here is the IntCode version of this Python code here, and true to its name, it's, you know, opcodes and operands are all integers, and so this is the implementation of FizzBuzz in IntCode, all of this annotation here. And when I eliminate the comments, because the comments are actually non-standard syntax that I invented to make this easier to write, when you eliminate the comments, it ends up being this one line of integers. And when we run our IntCode machine, part1.py, IntCode/acetilly, you'll see that it prints FizzBuzz, including the same formatting that the repository was using. So I was very careful to match the formatting exactly and get that working. But anyway, that's what I've been doing. But welcome to the stream. Monsanko says, how do you go from double equals and dot equals to is and double equals? I personally struggle a lot and it turns me off from Python a lot. I just don't like it. And going from symbols to names, yeah, it's a little bit weird. To be fair, like, I think Java is actually the one that's the oddball out here. So if you started with Java, like, you'll end up with some strange stuff there. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Murphy? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And welcome Stupak and Arbaya and Rockerboo says we passed. Oh yeah, I've got special overlays that I wrote from scratch. I need to improve them a bunch, but they're kind of working. Stupak says, is that a trackball or a deodorant ball? It is a little it is neither. It is a little, oops, that's the wrong scene. I don't have a button for this scene. This one. It's a little fidget toy. If I put it up on my Pokemon machine here, you can see what it looks like. But yeah, it spins. It's fun. It looks nice. I don't know. I have a lot of fidget toys, so I you know, I fidget a lot. That's my jam. But yeah, like I also have, you know, two fidget spinners here. One of them, this fidget spinner is actually broken. This one on the left, or on my right, your left. It's weighted wrong, so it feels really cool in my hands. I've also got a fidget cube, the original fidget cube from the Kickstarter thing, and I got this fun little ball. But yeah, that's what's up there. Mountain Cup says, how much do I have to pay for a one-on-one session with my fellow Michigander? I don't know. I've actually never done like personal tutoring stuff. But if you message me on Discord and let me know what you're willing to pay for a one-on-one session, I'd be willing to entertain that idea. Yeah, message me on Discord and let me know what's up there. But yeah, we got IntCode working. It finally happened. I spent like all of last stream and this stream today working on it. Oh, they're using main as their branch. Add implementation of FizzBuzz in IntCode. And GitHub fork. We're gonna fork that repository. Oh yes, we also have Bang Blue Ball in chat, and you can look at you can purchase one of these fidget spinner things if you want it yourself. But yeah. It's a stress ball? I mean, kind of. Dual wielding, it's true. What's the color code for your Ubuntu font? This is just plain white. The background... Let's see. The background I usually grab from some CSS I wrote here. The background is 2D0922. That is the background. 99 cents. If I have to pay him and he's truly worth it, I will go broke within 10 minutes. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, let's make this pull request and finally be done with this crazy adventure. This was a very fun nerd snipe. I worked on this on my Twitch stream. Twitch.tv/AnthonyWritesCode. Originally suggested by chat. IntCode is an esoteric language, an ESO-lang, which was invented during Advent of Code 2019. It is... what? It is essentially a low-level assembly. I cut a few corners here when implementing function calls to make it easier to read/understand. Lol, JK, it's because I'm lazy as fuck. Anyway. Check out the README for how I... README for how I built this. How I wrote this. It's all by hand. But anyway. There we go. I did FizzBuzz in IntCode. Y'all can +1 or stack what hacker news, whatever you want to do with this. I guess I could post this to the Advent of Code the Advent of Code subreddit. Or, oh, I don't really want to show you my Reddit username, do I? Probably not. Although a lot of you in chat have already figured out my Reddit username. Advent of Code. Never mind. I'm not gonna upload it to Reddit. But if you guys want to, feel free. But we finally got this done. But anyway, I think we're gonna change gears now, and I'm gonna work on some stuff for, well, let's see, we've done 2.5 hours today. Yeah, I'm gonna work on some stuff for pre-commit.ci, so we're gonna adjust all of my stuff. We're gonna be working in Python, Terraform, AWS, and we're gonna be trying to set up some auto-scaling groups for this startup linter code formatter service that I'm trying to implement. Hey, what's up, Amos Crabster? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Python/Terraform/AWS pre-commit.ci. That's what we're going to be working on. Set today, working on auto-scaling groups for pre-commit.ci. Gloroda says, what is FizzBuzz? So FizzBuzz is a common interview question, which is kind of a dumb one. But the premise of it is for the numbers 1 to 100, or sometimes they change the range on this. If it is a multiple of 3, print fizz. If it is a multiple of buzz, or sorry, if it is a multiple of 5, print buzz. If it is a multiple of both 3 and 5, print FizzBuzz. Otherwise, print the number. So the output kind of looks like this. And yeah, for fun reasons, we decided to implement this in an extremely esoteric language, which is IntCode. I don't really see any other esoteric languages here, though. Ada is kind of old, but it's not like hardcore assembly. I don't know what Pica is. Is Pica? No, Pica looks pretty straightforward. Never heard of Pike though. What is V? V feels like a esoteric language. Nope, V looks pretty Go-like. Interesting. I guess no one has done this in an esoteric language, so I might be the first. I may be the first, just for the memes. Yeah, it looks like no one else has done that, but add FizzBuzz game. Interesting choice. Let's see, are they actually reviewing and merging pull requests? Because I don't really want this to sit open for forever. 5 hours ago. Cool. It looks like this guy is reviewing them. Neat. Anyway, this was a fun little thing. But we're gonna switch gears. Let me close all this out. I usually start my streams by talking about the stuff that I worked on yesterday. Unfortunately, I did not work on any open source stuff yesterday because I was hanging out with Jordan and True and Bernie and Mel. No MIPS? No, I don't actually know MIPS. Doesn't your program go to 1,000? Oh, did I forget to edit that out? 100. Ah, shit. It's gonna be hard to read. 100. No, I changed it back to 100. So it should be good. Should be fine. Should be fine. 1 to 100. I think. I hope. Interview question used by companies you don't want to work at. Kamiko's got the real answer to that question. But yes. Let's see. I can delete this FizzBuzz. And another. I guess we can. Did I fork this from part 1 or part 2? Oh, I don't know. Add another IntCode interpreter, which is more lenient. Comments, trailing commas. So we'll add that in there so that lives on for the future. And the hooks. Let's get this set up. Okay, so the first thing we're going to try and set up today is an autoscaling group. I have not set up an autoscaling group from scratch. The idea behind an autoscaling group is it spins up EC2 instances in AWS, and you can resize it either dynamically or statically. I'm going to try and start by just doing it statically, and then maybe we'll get to doing it dynamically. I don't think we will though, because I need to do a lot of work to figure out how to dynamically size this, and right now I think I want to be able to control it and just set it to 0 instead of having it auto scale, because we will spin up and down this set of boxes a lot. But oh no, did I really make a commit to this? Why? Oh, pre-commit auto update. I see. Cool. Okay, but let's cd into pre-commit.ci. What? Why did this happen? Oh, Bash complained. I don't know why Bash complained. Weird. Oh, and it failed the CD. Is my CD overridden to something weird? I have never seen that happen before. Oh, I know what happened. This is Activator acting up. Weird. Weird. Kamiko says, what? Yeah. So I know what happened here. There is a prompt command. And part of this prompt command is to run this code here. And part of this code here is to cd, to run the deactivate script. And because the current working directory wasn't there, it failed to run the deactivate script and it skipped the rest of it. There's a little bit of messy in there. Hey, what's up, Two-Worm, who says, fuck Python. I mean, you can have that opinion, that's fine. Slowly. Should we make an emote for slowly? What should it be? How can you make a slowly emote? What would you guys do for that? Because I think it's funny enough that we should do that. Okay, let's run Terraform. Let me look up Terraform auto scaling group. For those of you that don't know what Terraform is, the idea is you write out it's a configuration management tool for infrastructure provisioning. Lambda web. So here's an example of some Terraform where I make a Lambda function in AWS. The code here isn't super important. And then I provision some other related resources for that, including like domain records, you know. Why is there this comment at the end of the file? What is this? Is this a failed merge conflict resolution? Revolution! Git log dash capital G plus. It's probably just because I contributed this on stream and wasn't really thinking about it. Yeah, there's no explanation for that. Weird. Don't worry, this is a public key. My heart skipped a beat. I was like, oh no! But it's a public key. It's fine. It's intended to be shown that way. Weird, it's just that one file. Anyway. Moo stray comment. Not sure why it's there. It sounds like a Babby's reward. For the last 2 hours I've been beating fucking poetry into submission. Oh no, not poetry. Kamiko says, you get Babby when you fuck Python slowly, gently, sweetly, and discreetly. Carl Vandergeest says, bang revolution. What are we revolutioning? It's not a private key, Dr. Vim. Don't worry, we're good, we're good. It's not a private key, it's a public key. There is a private key in this repo. Inside this little env file. But yeah, let me make sure that Terraform is up to date first by running an apply. This is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna go use the restroom. I will be right back. I'm back. The apply was a no-op, fortunately, so all good there. You're famous now. Because I have viewers. I guess that makes you famous. So say hi to your mom, I guess. You can also look, you're also in the terminal. How'd you get there, Elemender? What happened? Hey, what's up, Garland Jew? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, let's look at auto-scaling groups. You must specify either launch configuration, launch template, or mixed instances policy. Ooh. This is going to be complicated. I can already tell. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we should just get started. What is an alias placement group? Alias... Why do I not see it over here? Alias placement group. Cluster. Pack instances close together inside an availability zone. This strategy enables workloads to achieve low latency network performance for tightly coupled node-to-node communication. Okay, we do not need that. Partition. Spread your instances across logical partitions such that groups of instances in one partition do not share the underlying hardware with groups of instances in different partitions. This strategy is typically used by large distributed and replicated workloads. Or spread. Strictly places a small group of instances across distinct underlying hardware to reduce correlated failures. How is that different from partition? Cluster placement groups. That's within an AZ. Partition placement groups. Oh, within one AZ. So we want spread. Wait, no. We want multi-AZ. Let's see. Partition. The following rules apply. A partition placement group supports a maximum of 7 partitions per AZ. The number of instances you can launch in a partition placement is limited only by your count limits. When instances are launched in a partition group, Amazon EC2 tries to evenly distribute the issues. Okay. Doesn't guarantee. Partition group with dedicated instances can stand a maximum of 2 partitions. And that doesn't really make sense there. Spread. Spread placement supports a maximum of 7 running instances per AZ. For example, in a region with 3 AZs, you can have a total of 21 instances in the group. Okay, so we don't want spread. Spread limits the number of instances. So we want partition. ESG runner.tf. So we need a resource alias placement group. And we want... I think name is automatic. So we can just do strategy equals partition. Alamander says, can you teach me how to use the get with the command line? I don't really, I have a bunch of videos about Git, but like not particular stuff. You can post links. Links are completely fine. Because this is a, you know, programming friendly stream, and a lot of code is posting links, so I allow all links. And if you abuse the privilege, I will take it away. Placement group. I don't know, we'll just call it runner. Oh, we need to give it a name also. Actually, I think this can go away. Maybe? Name is required. Okay. If it's good, post it. There we go, Tubeworm. Expected strategy to be one of cluster, partition, or spread, but got partition. I guess they are lowercase. Did I not? Oh, okay, fine. Fine. I was reading the AWS docs, and they are different than the Terraform docs. Okay, so this should give us a placement group, so that should be the first thing that we get. And then you can see how long Terraform takes right now. It gets longer and longer the more stuff that I add, also. Yes. Okay, so now we need our auto-scaling group. Resource, AWS auto-scaling group. Our runner, ASG. Name equals runner. We're going to start by giving it 0, 0. We also want desired capacity. So t equals 0. I don't know what all of this is required. I'm going to start with that. I also want to ignore these attributes, so I need to figure out how to do that in Terraform. To ignore these attributes because I'm going to be managing the size and desired capacity external to Terraform. So I need to set this up. Julian, working on pre-commit.ci, how adult-like. You could be working on something more fun and esoteric. It's true. I want to get this done. I want to get this out first, though, and then I can work on whatever meme shit that I want to work on. But, yes. Okay, I know we're going to need a placement group, so we will do that. Placement group dot runner dot id. Ignore size errors. Don't know how to do that, but we will figure it out. So let's just tf apply and see what it complains about. I'm sure it should complain. I think. I hope. Just kind of figuring out all of the attributes we need to fill in there. It didn't complain. It'll complain when I say yes, though, surely. Benja Jovial says to ignore parameters, you can use the ignore changes param. Exactly what I wanted. This is what chat's here for. High latency Google search. Perfect. Ignore changes. Oh, this is a sub thing, ignore changes. So we need just ignore changes at the top level. Like so. Min size, max size, desired capacity. Like so. Rare cases, Terraform has so much confidence in itself. Yeah. One of launch configuration, launch template, or mixed instances policy must be set for an auto-scaling group. Okay. What is a launch configuration? AWS launch configuration. Oh, okay, this is what I was expecting. Like, these are all the attributes that I expect down here. Oh, I clicked on data. Shouldn't be a data one, it should be a resource. Yes, launch configuration Terraform. Here we go. Here we go. The other thing is I'm going to be changing this launch configuration as well, so we're going to be ignoring this attribute also. Because I also want to manage the launch configuration. So the way I want to design this is I want to build AMIs, so I don't have any mutable infrastructure at runtime, so I'm going to build an AMI and then adjust the ASG to use the new AMI and then rotate it to have new instances with the new AMI. I don't really want to use Terraform to manage that because I don't know, it'll feel a little bit weird to use Terraform as part of the deployment. So I'm gonna manually adjust that launch configuration, but we can give it the default AMI like this. I love how the docs are using an out-of-date version of Ubuntu. That's kind of amazing. This is the AMI that I used before, though. We can grab that. It is an HVM. The owner is canonical. That looks right. And it is indeed a t2.micro. So we'll just call this runner, since that's fine. We're not going to actually reuse this AMI here. We're going to use our own custom AMI, but equals runner, and we're going to be using T2 micros. And so we need to go back to launch config. Launch configuration. Launch configuration. Launch configuration. Dot runner dot ID. Ignore adders equals image ID. Oh, ignore changes, that's what it's called. Changes. Oops. This will be managed by deploy scripts. And we get rid of this to do. This will be managed by auto scaling. I think I can just inline these, I hope. What are we doing now? We are typoing, according to this right here. We're provisioning AWS machines. We're doing some infrastructure stuff. I've been watching the stream for 3 hours. It was a great time. Gotta go. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around in the future. But yeah, I think that does the launch config. VPC zone identifier. I don't know what that means. I know that I want to put it in multiple availability zones so that it doesn't suffer zone outages. And there's nothing that's particularly, cross AZ in my set. But I don't know how to configure this, so we're just gonna slowly add more and more things. Ignore changes is not expected here. Does it have to be in lifecycle? Is that what this is supposed to do? I wish there was a way to more incrementally do this. There probably is, I just don't know about it. Interesting that it is assigning an EBS block device and a root block device. Did anyone once says goddamn Terraform is so ugly? I don't know. I think it's not the worst. I'm confused why these are being assigned though. Seems a little bit strange to me. Sure. WCGW. It's probably gonna error on something, I assume. At least one availability zone or VPC subnet is required. Terraform address availability availability zone. There we go. AWS availability zones. Here we go. Availability zones data source allows to list the AWS availability zones which can be accessed by an AWS account within the region configured. Local zones are enabled in a region. The default, the API in this data source include both local zones and availability zones. I think we want to just be all of the availability zones, right? Let's see if AWS Client has a thing for that. AWS auto scaling? Or it's probably in VPC. No. AWS Client list availability zones. No. Describe availability zones. That sounds right. AWS EC2. AWS EC2 describe availability zones. So we have A, B, C, D, E, and F, which is 5AZ. Perfect. So I think we just want to give it all of the availability zones. State equals available. Available availability zones. Love it. Can I just do this? See if it errors. It should error pretty early on. Allows to filter the availability zones based on their current state can be either available information impaired or unavailable. By default, the list includes a complete set of availability zones, regardless of their state. I guess I should set it to state equals available. No. SG runner. What was the thing that it told me I needed to put it into? At least one availability zone or VPC subnet is required. I guess we use that. Availability zones equals this dot available dot names. Try that now. Undeclared resources. AES availability zones dot available dot names. What? Excuse me, what? Oh, it's data dot. Right, it's not a resource. Of course it's not a resource. Okay, maybe this will work now. Or at least we'll get to the next error. We made an AZ! Or sorry, we made an auto-scaling group. Let me make sure that it's consistent. Let's see if we run it again, what it does. But I'm going to log into AWS and look at it in the console. Okay, looks like it's consistent. Oh, I got a two-factor. Gotta grab my phone. I don't know why my two-factor always defaults to Twitch. It's kind of annoying, actually. Okay, so we should see in EC2. Oh, we still are running instance? What are you doing, machine? You've been running since September 14th. It's almost a month. We will just terminate you. Oh, why would they do this? This is actually the worst. Why would they do this? Instance state. That's gotta be a bug. Terminate. Okay, goodbye. But we should see auto scaling groups. We should see a runner group in here. Cool. The AWS UI UX is evil in itself. Yeah, it's kind of true. We didn't assign this a IAM role, so we gotta do that. Which part of this thing do you think is the IAM role? The launch config? I guess it'd be the launch config. Has security groups. IAM instance profile. That would be it. Launch config. IAM. Something outside just made a weird noise. I don't know if you guys heard that. It was like a very, very low, like, vroom, 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 vroom. But, here's IAM role.runner.arn. Just guessing. Guess I should have looked here if there's an example. There's not. The name attribute. There's probably .name, not .arn. Let's see what that does. And when you finally manage to get used to the UI, they change it. It's true. I remember the old UI. This is the latest version of it. The older one was a little bit different. I don't think it was any better or worse. Just different. Still destroying. Interesting that it takes so long to destroy an empty ASG. I don't know why it's taking so long. Should just be like instant, right? That's cool though. Error deleting autoscaling launch configuration. Resource in use cannot delete the launch configuration because it is attached to an autoscaling group. Weird. Hey, what's up, whatever is cool? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. My guess is I need this in the life cycle. Let's see if that works. Damn it, you would think it would have given me another chance to fix my typo. Or it would have accepted a prefix of yes as the right value. Now I gotta waiver this again. Yeah. Whatever School says, what books do you recommend or website to learn Python? I've been trying to learn during quarantine. I have a video about my recommendation for this. There's a couple of websites that are linked in that video, but it also has general advice for getting started with programming in general. Okay, we're gonna type yes correctly this time. Generally, what am I trying to say? Yeah, generally my approach is like learn the syntax and then, you know, work on projects to become more familiar with how programming works in general and like gain knowledge necessarily to build things. My guess is this is erroring on like a bad request because I don't think this is supposed to be ARM. I think this is supposed to be .name. But I didn't see any examples of it. We can search GitHub. Start at TF. .id. So it's not .arn, it's .id. So this is probably going to tell me an error about that. Hey, welcome back, Forsen. Good to see you. Miss your long hair. It'll grow. It's you know, it's starting. It's getting there. My hair is kind of messy today because why is my hair so messy? I don't really care. Who gives a shit? Still creating a minute 20. What is the timeout? What was the timeout for this one up here? That was when I typoed. Hey, what's up, Benja Jovial? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. This one timed out at 50 seconds. Invalid parameter. Exactly what I thought it was. I don't know why it retried for so long. Silly Terraform. Okay, let's try with .id instead of .arn. Hey, No Booty. How's it going, No Booty? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Okay. How are you going to work this time? Just woke up? Nice! The launch configuration exists with the name runner already. Well, what the fuck? Can I leave out the name? How is this supposed to work? We already looked at this. Oh, they don't give it a name. So maybe that allows it to work. Cool. Okay. So now, if we look at our auto-scaling groups, we should have runner, and we should have a launch configuration that has an anonymous name here. Or like some ugly-ass Terraform name, which is fine. If we look at this, it should start with the runner role and T2 micros. Cool. So let's scale this up to 1 instance and see if things work. US auto scaling help. I hate the AOS Cly. Describe. Set desired capacity. Oh, I guess min size and max size are should be configured in Terraform. So let's set it from 0 to 5 and the desired capacity being 0, so we will not spin up any instances by default, and then we'll spin up some soon. Use Cly is a nightmare. I use it a bit for my job. Slowly getting better with it, but sometimes it's not very user-friendly. Yeah, I find that it's like fine to use. It's just like it doesn't support -- help, and that drives me up a fucking wall. It should just support -- help. It makes me kind of want to, you know, write a wrapper around it that translates -- help into help, because I make that mistake every single time. Okay, AES auto scaling, set desired capacity, help. Not -- help, help. Auto scaling group name runner. Auto scaling group name runner desired capacity 1. That should have spun up an instance. Auto scaling groups, runner. Oh, they moved everything around here. I remember what this used to look like. Now they've changed it. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to SH to this because I don't have a key pair as well. But it's pending. Why are you pending? Is this just because it hasn't gotten far enough in? Running. Okay. It ran. Let's set it to 0. We'll adjust and add the key pair there so that I can SH to it. Not sure if you run into this, but the new UI is terrible for caching information in your search. Yeah. Yep, I've run into that. The old UI was worse too, because it wouldn't give you any indication that it was searching. It would just say there's no results. So it's at least an improvement in that regard. But yeah, it is a bit annoying. Okay, cool. So this is working. Okay, so I do want to attach this key name. Interesting, the difference in monitoring here. Maybe because this instance is dead, and that's just because it was dead. I don't know. Every UI is terrible, says Twoworm. Yeah, that's kind of true. It's kind of true. That is kind of true. Okay, let's figure out how to attach that key pair, and then I think once that's working, I think I'm probably gonna call a stream for today, because I am hungry AF. Let's see where the key pair is. I'm gonna guess in the launch config. Key name. The key name that should be used for the instance. Let's try that then. Key name equals, and I think I have a key configured. User Acetilli. Acetilli dot name. Wait, no, this isn't right. There should be an SSH key somewhere. It's not the one I want. SSH key, here we go. AES key pair dot acetilli dot key name. Let's try that. Benjajovial says, no, that's the ADS access key, you need the SSH key? Good, I figured it out. I got it before you could say it in chat. Praise be to stream delay. But, okay, now we should be able to set desired capacity to 1. Hey, what's up, Litor Rierigo? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. The magic of latency, indeed, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Instances. Ending. Cool. Call me Lito? Will do. Welcome to the stream, Lito. What's that emote? Carl Smile. Not familiar with that one. Not familiar with that one. Ubuntu inferred. Interesting. Interesting. Touch the key pair. It's good. It's running, so I should be able to go to the public IP. Oh, that's sneaky. The paste button used to be over here, but now it's this apparently? I should be able to SSH into this. Although SSHD is maybe not started yet. Lita says, are you pushing this nice work to GitHub? I am, but it is in a private repository at the moment. I'm trying to build a startup sort of thingy thing. Most of the startup, or most of the like interesting code for the startup is based around an open source tool that I wrote called pre-commit, which you can find at github.com/precommit/precommit. But I want to make it a paid service, so I kind of want to keep some of it private because otherwise people could just run their own copy of it. But I'm okay, like, you know, doing the development on Twitch because I really doubt someone's gonna watch every single one of my Twitch streams and transcribe the code from Twitch. And there's nothing like too super secret about it. It's really just like I'm putting in the work in to put all this stuff together. Why are you not connecting? Why have you not started yet? It says you're running. You have a public IP. Why am I not able to connect? That's weird. You done it, but never underestimate dedication. Yeah, that's fair, Engages. G-Strict says, hello, can you please explain to me what you're doing? Lita says, I would like to help, but no worries. Yeah, I will need help at some point. At this point, it's pretty single track. Oh, it's still initializing status checks. Okay, cool. It's still pretty single track at the moment. But yeah, I guess I'll explain. I'll do a full end-to-end explanation. Is the server down? I just started it, so it's probably just not started yet. But we'll wait for that to happen. Do you need help? I can add amazing project to the end of your readme if you'd like. Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah, but I mean, you could fork this repository. This repository is public. You could put coming soon an amazing project, but please don't. But it would be pretty funny. But yeah, the idea is to create a dedicated continuous integration service for this open source tool. A little short explanation of this open source tool is it is a framework which knows how to install and run tools in a bunch of different programming languages. The basic idea is you set up a config file with versions and tools, and it can integrate with Git hooks, and it can run those, you know, as part of life cycles or for linting or code formatting or other stuff like that. In this case, you can see it ran a white space fixer, and it also ran the code formatter black for Python code. But that's pre-commit. The idea behind pre-commit is to take this and provide a CI system, and if we read Kanbiko's pitch here, for less technical people, developers spend a fair chunk of time during their development flow on fixing relatively trivial problems in their code. Pre-commit.ci both enforces that these issues are discovered, which is opt-in for each developer's workflow, but also fixes the issues automatically, letting developers focus their time on more valuable problems. But yeah. It looks like Husky, but for Python. So more correctly, Lido, Husky is a shitty version of pre-commit. Husky only works for JavaScript, does not perform many installations, and was created after pre-commit. Interestingly enough, you can actually run Husky as part of pre-commit if you really wanted to. And I've actually seen people with that setup before. The main issue with Husky is it does a lot of stuff implicitly, and like one might consider that to be a security vulnerability. Like, for instance, if you clone a repository and run npmi, suddenly it can run arbitrary code, which I think is problematic. But, you know, because Husky is particularly focused on JavaScript, it doesn't provide all of the same features that you would want in other programming languages. Whereas pre-commit, you know, even though pre-commit is written in Python, it is aimed at a bunch of different programming languages. Currently, there's like 10 or 11 programming languages, and a brand new one, which was contributed by Chat. In the next release, it will have support for .NET, which is pretty exciting. Okay, so what the fuck? Why did this box never come up? Or why am I not able to SH to it? So the checks are passing. Why are you not letting me SSH? Did I pick the private IP? No, I have the public IP. There must be some security group thing that I didn't set properly, which allows this to be SSHable. Ugh. I wonder if I can SSH to this. Was it DNS? No, it's probably security group stuff. Yeah, it's yeah, you're right. Benjadovial is probably security groups. Yeah. I don't know anything about security groups. I guess I could import the one that the launch config creates. Oh. And just launch one using this and show what it ends up looking like. Because usually what I do is I change... They moved it. Review and launch. What do we end up with the security group here? Launch Wizard 3. Let's see what Launch Wizard 3 looks like. The Smells Bad says use Java instead. Kubrim says it's as if JavaScript technology has an alternative but good. The intention is to avoid bad commits. So that was the original goal of pre-commit. But it kind of grew into more of just a generic linter code formatter runner, and was, you know, the Git hooks is kind of the optional part of it. The optional part of that. MK just says, that's why I automatically wrap my npm commands in a Docker run line. I can't stop the downloaded code being bad, but I can prevent any malicious install scripts from doing anything bad. Yeah. It's actually like kind of messed up how easy it is to do arbitrary code execution on installation in JS or in Node or in npm. It's almost like they designed it to be a giant code execution, arbitrary code execution engine, which is a little bit weird. Cupcake says, can you help me with a little problem I have with my code? Feel free to post whatever you want in chat. We can look at it and see what happens. J. Carey says, open port 22 in the security filters. I want to look at the security group first and see if there's, you know, I will want to replicate this in Terraform, so I probably want to just write the Terraform code right now for this. This is the Launch Wizard one, which yeah, it looks like it just opens SSH. And if we look at the default one here, it allows all traffic on all ports and all protocols? What? Oh, from this source. How is that different from what we had here? Oh, I see. Okay. So I want to add an SSH from... I don't really want to allow it from everything, but we will for the sake of this. You won't actually be able to SSH because, you know, the... hopefully the key prevents that, but... Okay, let's make a security group, I guess. Security group. SSHable. Okay, Terraform security AWS security group. Resource AWS security group. SSHable. Blah blah blah. Name equals allow SSHable. Just gonna leave out a description because I don't really care. Ingress. I don't think I need any egress, right? What happens if I just leave out egress? From port 22 to 22 on TCP, description equals SSH, CIDR equals what? Isn't it just 0/0? Yes. This is allow everything, it looks like. Defaults to managed by Terraform cannot be the empty string. Amazing. Love it. Okay. Let's try this. ASG runner. I assume that's part of the launch config, right? Security groups. A list of security group names. Security groups equals areas security group dot this dot name. Let's try that. I should have changed the desired capacity to 0. Where did this? Let's see what happens. I hope it would terminate the instance, it might just orphan it. Which, orphaning the instance would be fine as well. Because it should be replacing... Oh no, it keeps the auto-scaling group. Yeah, cool. Benjadovial says, gotta go now, great stream. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around in the future. Thanks for helping me. J. Carey says, open outbound so your return traffic can get back to you. Oh. Oh, so that the responsive... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay. I agree. Egress on all ports. Sure, that seems fine. Now we play the Terraform waiting game again. Okay, yes. Oh, I like how it updates that in place. Good. Let's set it to 0. And look at it in... Well, let's terminate all these instances first. This was the one that was in the ASG. This is the one that's not in the ASG? Security Launch Wizard 3. Yeah, so... Actions... Oh, this dropdown is less broken now. Terminate. It's kind of annoying that these security groups are just left over. Delete. Ugh. Okay, well, apparently we can't delete number 3. Hey, what's up, Fixer Jake? How's it going? FTW Richmond says, isn't CDK better considering the AWS ecosystem? If you want to write YAML, sure. If you want to be vendor locked into AWS, sure. But I potentially want to run this system on other clouds at some point, and I didn't want to learn a proprietary technology, so I decided to learn a non-proprietary technology, which is Terraform. Now, granted, the parts of Terraform that I'm using are specific to AWS, so there isn't really anything that I can exactly translate there, but yeah, like if I wanted to deploy this to Azure, I don't want to like relearn Azure's SDK. I would rather just like use Terraform, but for Azure instead. But yes, the CDK is built for AWS, so potentially you could, make an argument that the CDK is more appropriately suited for doing this provisioning. But I'd rather use Terraform for the reasons that I stated. Okay, this should be desired size 1. I should be getting some instances. Why did I click on the launch config? That's not what I wanted. Auto scaling groups. The problem is, I clicked on this instead of clicking on this. I see now. Instances pending. Cool. We want to see and running. I should be able to SH to this thing. Oh, that's the wrong button. Did that again. To add this. Oh, we got SSHD replying. Hey, we're in. We did it. That was a bit of a roundabout way to do this. Sorry, this is unrelated, but I think I just remembered something that I don't need in here. Oh no, I already did it. Cool. Cool. Okay, well I've set up an auto-scaling group. I'm gonna fiddle more with getting the right AMI onto this, because this doesn't have the proper AMI right now. But yeah, I will work on that on another stream, I guess. But I got more done today than I thought I was gonna do, so I'm excited about that. So let me do my little spiel, and then we will send you guys off to another channel. My name is Anthony. I upload previous content or previous streams as well as educational content to my YouTube, and that's youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. So you can check out some of the purple videos or like educational videos that I upload usually daily. And if you go further back, there are other videos that are my previous streams. I usually upload my streams once a week because they're kind of a lot of work to upload, so I batch them all at once, so that's why they're not as interspersed. But yeah, I upload educational videos. Hey, what's up, Airhorns? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream right as we're ending. I stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Today is kind of a special wildcard stream because I wanted to get my wacky FizzBuzz thing done. I announce my stream in 2 places. One of those is on Twitter. That's twitter.com/codewithanthony, where I usually say, like, I'm going to stream in this amount of time, and this is what I'm going to work on. I didn't end up doing this, but that's okay. Sometimes we don't work on what we say we're going to work on. Hey, what's up, Naga the Don? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, and I also announced it on the Discord, which Sarcastic Dante has helpfully linked. There's the links to my Twitter and YouTube as well. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by, and let's go find someone to raid.